Cheers. Trying something new here. Let's see if it works. Anyway, let's see if it works, man. Anyway, you may have guessed I'm not really in this nice little Italian patio cafe, I guess. But I wanted to set a mood here. I made some homemade pizza. I did two because my wife likes her crust a little thicker than mine. But I cooked them both in cast iron. My wife's in a cast iron skillet, mine in a cast iron griddle. So slightly different. Anyway, my wife's pizza, she's not quite as cheesy as I am. So yeah, so there's a tomato cream sauce uh, with some shaved Parmesan and then a mozzarella provolone mix for the cheese for my wife. Now, what I'm having though is a little bit different. I'm using shaved Parmesan, some feta, and smoked provolone. Now, I'm not talking about the provolone with the smoke flavoring added. I'm talking about actual smoked provolone. So let me show you a slice here, kind of small. I already had some, but I want to share a small slice with you. It came out really good. And I do like a lot of cheese, so yeah, I used a fair amount of the Parmesan and the FedEx. I like the taste and texture, but then I topped it with that smoked provolone. Mm. Mm. And although in the past when we've made pizzas, we tend to use a lot of toppings. My wife likes the Hawaiian, the Canadian bacon, pineapple. I tend to use a lot of Italian sausage, sometimes some black olives or mushrooms, whatever I might have. But I was feeling kind of simple today. I want to keep it just cheese. And I'm pairing it with a wine we picked up the other day when we visited a Keltoi winery in Oronago, I believe it is called, Missouri. It's a little bit north of Joplin. It's a Keltoi Norton. As I've been learning about wine, I've been telling you that Norton is becoming my go-to. And it is interesting that, almost all the local wineries will do a Norton, and they're all just a little bit different. This one isn't quite as full-bodied as some of that I've had, but it's very good. Pairs well with this pizza, by the way. A lot of berry notes, maybe a hint of chocolate as well. Certainly some oak, little spice. Oh man. I mean, it's a small glass, so I had one glass or almost a full glass when I was eating my lunch. But to do the video, I poured another glass here to have with you. Let me show you the bottle though, real quick. Keltoi Winery. It's a nice, kind of Irish themed. They're very friendly out there. We had a great visit. Bought a little bit of wine. We bought a little bit. Anyway, so there you go. Let me show you that bottle one more time. If you get a chance to get out there, I do recommend them highly. They're very friendly, very non-pretentious, which is a plus for me. My wife and I aren't huge red sauce fans, so we a lot. I would say most of the time when we make homemade pizza, we'll do just an olive oil and herb drizzle. But today I decided to do a tomato cream. Added a few extra herbs and then some cream to kind of thin it down a little bit, so it's not quite as acidic, if you will. Oh gosh, I do like the Norton wine. It is interesting how they're all just a little bit different. This one is just a tad more acidic than others that I've had. but it's certainly not off-putting in any way. Almost gave you just a slight sour cherry note in the finish. So anyway, pizza and beer at the pub, or pizza and wine at the pub. Not my typical pizza and beer. Having a little wine with you. Like I said, we just picked up this bottle, and I really wanted to try it. So there you go. And you've been at the pub. I won't use my usual moniker. We're just going to skip to the end and say all around good guy. Sláinte.